Welcome to I Woke Up Like This. I'm your host, Dr. Claudia Thompson, and today we're talking about the process of awakening. I wanted to chat about this today because I know a lot of people are starting to experience new awakening symptoms. Things like increased signs and synchronicities, a greater connection to your intuition, and interesting communications from those that we cannot see. As most of you have probably heard, awakening is not for the faint of heart. Because awakening is expanding your consciousness. It's expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. What it means for you to interact with the world, and create the version of you that you want to live out while you're here. Awakening can be tough because when you start out, you realize that a lot of the things that we've been taught, a lot of the things that have been promoted in our societal structures aren't what's best for us. They keep us in a very constricted way of thinking, and they separate us from our creator and each other. The beginning stages of awakening can result in a lot of information taken in via externally and internally through meditations. Because when you decide to explore the questions of why you're here and what your purpose is, it's actually an invocation to the universe to start to line these things up in front of you, to strip away the things in your life that are keeping you back from seeing the truth, from seeing who you really are and what you came here to do. So when we start to ask those questions, our external environment can change rather rapidly. It can feel quite dramatic. The people that you used to spend your time with don't necessarily feel like a great idea anymore. The activities that you used to participate in no longer have the same luster that they used to. And you start to question a lot about your relationships. You start to question a lot about your career choices and your decisions up until this point. This also starts a cascade of healing because through the process of awakening, you realize that avoiding emotions isn't possible. And avoiding them is just postponing the inevitable while also injuring your body in the process. Because all of the emotions that we don't process are stored in our bodies. And this can be from this lifetime or previous ones. Because the process of awakening is processing all of these things. Now, I know in the spiritual community, there is a lot of talk about ascending, moving from the 3D to the 5D. And I would argue what most people don't realize is when those discussions are being had, that this is not a means by which you are going to physically leave and go somewhere else. You're expanding consciousness on this planet. You're not getting picked up and taken somewhere else because your job is here. So if you're just starting your spiritual awakening or you've been in it for a while, please understand that there isn't going to be a point where you just disappear off this planet. That's not what ascending means. Ascending means that you are moving through the emotional vibrational frequencies through the density to the more higher vibration, more light-based emotions. And as you clear and heal denser emotions from your system, you will become more light-based, but you will still be in physical form here. Because it doesn't do the earth any good if all of the people who expanded their consciousness just all of a sudden leave. Your external environment may start to change around you. It will shift. The people will shift. You may have more Mandela effects where things start to look different. But that is simply you changing your perception and moving your understanding of your awareness to a different vibrational timeline, all of which exist here. For those of you that are struggling with your awakening process, in the difficult emotions, in the physical changes that happen in your relationship circles and your financial circles, know that the clearing and shifting drastically process doesn't last forever. You're not doomed to an eternity of drastic changes for the rest of your life. Things will level out. But if you've been living a really inauthentic life, a life that doesn't bring you joy, a lot will have to change to get you there because you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. Change is required to awaken, and the universe will make sure that you get the point, that you get the message. Because once you start asking questions, it's going to deliver the results that you want. It just may be difficult along the way. A big part of the awakening process is having relentless faith. Relentless faith that everything is working out for the highest good, that everything is working out for your highest good. Because when you hold a position in Relentless Faith, you shift your perspective from a victim mindset into someone who is more of a growth mindset that understands that growth requires difficulty, it requires pressure, and it requires a challenge, all of which you will look back and be incredibly proud of if you keep moving forward. Awakening requires going inward in a massive way. It requires asking yourself what is in your highest alignment, what is in alignment with the things that you want to feel and experience, and creating the space for divine timing to work all of those things out for you. Awakening is going deep into your healing and taking ownership for all of the things that you could have done better. Because until you take ownership of those things, you won't learn to not make the same mistake twice. This realm is not about being perfect. It is about practice. And a lot of times you don't know what you shouldn't be doing until you do those things. And when they result with undesired results, you shift course. Some of us learn the hard way a little bit more than others. And everybody's path is different, but everyone will be challenged. No matter how difficult awakening can be, it can be a really fun adventure if you shift your perspective into that mode. Shifting from a place where figuring out who you are and what your purpose is stressful to a place where it's fun, where it's a scavenger hunt and you're actually enjoying yourself. Because who you really are has a lot of layers, a lot of perspectives, and a lineage that moves through time and space. What I want you to know more than anything else is that moving towards your awakening will be the most rewarding journey you ever embark on. Because that moment that you realize you've peeled back all of the layers and you're staring at your authentic self will bring you more joy than anything else you've ever experienced. None of us are here by mistake right now. We all chose to take part in the events that are happening right now. So embrace the adventure your higher self did. If you're struggling with finding community or struggling with finding a place to learn how to awaken safely, I offer a membership that is a perfect place for you. The My Quantum Soul membership is filled with members that are highly supportive of each other. I teach you how to listen to your intuition, how to follow your signs and synchronicities and find the path that's best for you, because everyone is different. I host monthly live events and have a meditation library that's packed with meditations that you can explore your inner self with. You can always head to my website for more information. And remember, no matter how difficult things get, you've got this. Keep going.